you bargain pedal fans, let's find out if the Caline Key West, the Caline Key West is a bargain of a pedal from China. Where you get it, I don't know. Always a problem with Chinese pedals. You can get them on Ali, Wish, something, and then maybe Amazon, but a lot of distributors don't touch them. So where to get your China pedal, difficult. But Caline, who are, by the way, paying for this video, reassured me that there is a warranty. If something's wrong with your pedal, you can return it to the distributor or direct it to them, and they will take care of you, which is a big important thing when buying from China. Trust me, otherwise your money might be down the drain. Who knows? So the Key West right there is a compressor and an overdrive. And according to the very brief, badly written manual that I was sent, it's based on a diamond compressor, which I have and love. The yellow compressor from Diamond is beautiful because it has that EQ knob and it adds beautiful sparkle. You can already tell what's happening here with where I have it set. And then the overdrive is based on a Zen drive, which I never had. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to go with it's to be screamy. What do I know? But something like that. It's a low gain to mid gain overdrive. And obviously having a compressor as kind of a boost in front of a low gain overdrive can be nice. We're going to find out what it does. However, any critique I have of this pedal has to be put in perspective considering the price, because these are around $80. So for $80 you can get a compressor, you can get a low gain overdrive, you can have them at the same time. It is well built. The knobs do feel rather nice. Left input, right output. Chassis mounted 9-volt out, which I very much appreciate. A lot of boutique pedals don't do that. They just have a hole in the chassis and then it goes directly on the PCB, which it doesn't cause a problem, but I like this more. So in terms of build quality, major points for this pedal. We will test it with a lot of high-end gear because the thing I test always should be the weakest link in the chain, because otherwise you never know whether I'm playing a shitty guitar. Is it the guitar that sounds bad? Is it the amp that sounds bad? What about using a crap-ass mic? It doesn't make sense. Only the finest gear, and this has to survive in the middle of it. If it sounds great, then it sounds great. The rest of the gear is not why it sounds great. It's the combination of the whole. However, if the pedal's bad, that gear will reveal it. So stop your whining about me only using high-end stuff. I also will run it through the little Houston Kettner Spirit of Vintage amp right there, which is $199. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie is the beautiful woman up there switching this video, in case you were wondering, because this is live edited for those who are joining the channel today. And if you are, hit the subscribe button, don't hit the bell, because every day there's going to be, Henning has got a new video, Henning. You don't want that. Only really insane people watch every video. Ibanez! It's the AZ2204N-PBM. I'm going to repeat that. It's the AZ2204N-PBM. Leslie, what is it called?
I don't care.
It's the AZ2204N-PBM. Come on, say it.
Nope.
AZ2204N-PBM.
So far, they've all had the same name, if you ask me.
Yep, and that's the problem with Ibanez names. It is the brand new 2021 Ibanez AZ with a different radius, non-recessed trim, different pickups that are called Fortuna by Seymour Duncan, and something more classic. I don't know. But it's a good guitar. I like it. Sadly, I gotta send it back. Here we go. Clean sounds into the Tone King, Sky King, and then other amps, and then we're done, and then you buy this or you don't. With the compressor. Okay, I got it. I have to. I'm sorry. But what does a compressor do? Okay, so a compressor makes sure that everything loud above a certain loudidity, above a certain this loud and no more, gets reduced in volume. Why does it do that? First of all your spikes, like you're playing really nice, they get all of a sudden they get reduced. Well, if you're taming all the loud parts of your playing, then there aren't any loud parts that all of a sudden stick out. Like when you're watching Tenet by Christopher Nolan and the loud shit is way too loud. Christopher Nolan, what the fuck did you do? And then, if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. And then you're taming that so that you get everything loud, so that the quiet conversation that the nice people are having, which is important for the story, you can actually fucking hear. Nolan. So that's what a compressor does. So on that movie, you have to watch with the compressor. You can get the quiet stuff loud. But it also means everything is volume-wise more closer together. So you're limiting the dynamic range. So right now with the compressor in, I should be able to play quietly and you hear it more than you would hear it when it's not in. Oh. So this is the pick where I just told the company I'm going to take their money to review this because I really like them. They're $20 a piece. And I just told the company, absolutely, I like the picks. I will take your money and make a video for it. Now I'm going to have to tell the company I will not take your money because in the video I will have to say that the $20 pick broke after a day of using it. Sorry, Leslie, we don't eat next month. I have another one of their picks, which is a lot thicker. Let's do that. So with a compressor, it's not quieter, but so the details come out more. I have a feeling that that compressor does change the sound quite a bit. It gets muddier and it gets thicker. So what the diamond compressor does really well is add high end and sparkle. And it's beautiful. Let's see what this does. It adds very undesirable frequencies. I'm sorry, that's not the diamond compressor. That's a bad clone of the diamond compressor. To thicken a blues solo, maybe. To create beautiful cleans like the diamond compressor can. Which, by the way, by itself is, I think, 3 times the price of this pedal. So yeah, the components matter. And the components in this are clearly not the components that the diamond compressor has. Do you hear that ploppy attack? For some situations, yes. But it's not a, yeah, oh my god, what a compressor kind of a thing, okay? So here we go into that Zen thing, which has, what is that? Tone and voice. No idea what that means. So I'm gonna say tone is a passive treble roll-off while voice is doing something around maybe 2 or 3K. Very similar. I don't know if we need both of them. It's a good overdrive. I got no problem with that. It does a good job. With the compressor. You get more sustain, more singiness. I wouldn't use it as a clean compressor because it does get a little bit, it's a little bit drivey, a little bit dirty. As a lead compressor, I get the point, okay? We're going to take that sound right here into more amps. So right here, the little Houston Kettner up there on the rev. with the compressor, it's too... into the Badcat, right underneath, which is kind of voxy. Into the Hamstead Artist 60 right up there. Into the Morgan MVP66, which is very classic Marshall JTM. Let's try that just with the compressor, pushing that amp a bit. Into the Marshall Mini Plexi, the SV20H up there on the right next to the big Marshall. Gonna push that with the compressor. That's not nice. We're gonna push that with the overdrive. Into the big Marshall, which is the JCM800 on the low input. That works. And the last thing in the chain is, of course, the Orange Rockerverb 50 down there. The thing that says orange on it. It's also orange. I played for too long. I don't know what to play anymore. Okay, so what am I going to say about the Key West? Difficult. It is big, and it's also very cheap. It's about $80. The compressor will do the sustain for bluesy solo stuff combined with the overdrive. I get it. By itself as a clean compressor for beautiful sparkly, and then you EQ in and all the sparkle in the top end comes out. No, that top end is harsh. That EQ is in the wrong position frequency wise. So as a clean compressor, like I would use the yellow compressor from Diamond, no. As a sustaining compressor, in parts, yes. The overdrive is nice. It does its job. I don't understand the voice knob. In addition to the tone, they're very similar. Depending on the amp, you have to, of course, fiddle with it It's always very mid-focused. This is not the thing to use for heavy shit. Absolutely not. There is no, jong. To play bluesy stuff with it, I get it. For, like, lower gain things, just to give it a little bit of sizzle, I totally get it. To make that sizzle a little bit more substantial with the compressor, I get it. Is it a brilliant pedal? No. Is it worth $79? Yes. Because I don't know any other pedal that has those features and that build quality for $79. There are some nice overdrives out there. There's a lot of inexpensive overdrives that impress me. But a dual pedal with a, let's say, halfway acceptable compressor in it, not for that money. So is it an amazing pedal? No, it's not. Is it absolutely worth $79? Yes, it is. And yes, they paid me for this. I don't think they thought they would pay me for all the criticism. But yeah, it's still recommendable because, come on, $79. This is about $2,000. Just let you know, in case you want to buy it because it's cool and blue. Leslie totally remembers the name, of course, right?
No.
Oh. I'll put links below. You guys have been awesome. Leslie has been forgetful about Ibanez names. And animals are at the end.